Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I bring to you the story of Pastor Tobi Ademoyega, the celebrity pastor. You know this pastor for obvious reasons, for his luxury lifestyles, his associates with Davido, E-Money, and other celebrities. All right, he has been making rounds on social media. Probably you may have heard the story, but in case you've not heard the story, I have just brought the story to you at your doorstep. So this is why Pastor Tobi is trending. Pastor Tobi is said to be deported from the UK because he has just lost an deportation case against the UK Immigration Services. All right. So Pastor Tobi, from records, has been living in the United Kingdom since 2005, and he runs a church named the Spark Nation, not Spark Nation. All right, that's the name of his church. His church is in the UK. And before now, Pastor Tobi is being questioned for 1.8 million pounds of church's funds. All right, that he misappropriated. All right, he cannot account for 1.8 million pounds of the church's funds. This is one of the reasons why he's been deported from the UK. You understand? So this is what we've been saying, all right? The UK is questioning him for 1.8 million naira of his church's funds. That's why I keep telling people that the money of the church does not belong to pastors. Let me tell you something. The church is supposed to be a holy place, and there is no holiness without accountability. If a church is not accountable, then it is not a church of God. If a man of God, a pastor or a priest, maybe a bishop, cannot be accountable, then that person is not fit to be called a man of God or a God himself loves accountability. There's no way you can worship God without being accountable. All right? We have a problem of accountability in Nigeria, and that is why our political leaders are not accountable. Because if we cannot hold our religious leaders, our religious institutions accountable, how can we be able to hold political leaders accountable? The church naturally, automatically is supposed to be a place of accountability, a place of holiness. There is no holiness without accountability. Take away accountability, there is no holiness. Take away holiness, then the church is no longer the church. The money of the church does not belong to the pastor, it's a public fund. All the money the apostles collected in the scripture, they accounted for it. They showed working. All right. In the UK, for example, I normally use UK, for example, because it was the UK that brought us Christianity. If you go to the UK, the churches give accounts. Before the churches will ask you to donate money in the UK, they will tell you what the money is going to be used for. And after the project is done, they will come back and tell you this is how we did the project, this is how much we used. Accountability. All right. If a church is not accountable, then it is a criminal, it is a den of criminals. It is a criminal institution, not a holy institution. Our pastors get away with all sort of rubbish. You see these people doing morning prayers, online prayers. They will come and paste account numbers. Ebube Monso, JDS, Ebukobi. They will paste account numbers and start people and tell people to start sowing seed. So because you are praying online, people should now pay money. So people now pay money for prayers. What are you using the money for? You cannot collect money from people without being accountable. All right? 95% of Nigerian pastors will pass as thieves in the UK because it is even against the law to spend church's money without being accountable.